Hello, DJ King. I am struggling with technical difficulties. Let me see if I can. Is it connecting? Good morning. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, DJ King. Good morning, Suz. Suz, what? Good morning. Sure, all of you. Good morning, Teresa. Hello, the Closet Dive. I am sure all of you are sitting around in your robes. Hello, Delise. And that's honestly what I started to come on here on. So, good morning, Susan. So, I'm just going to do how many of you are sitting watching this either in your robe or your PJs or your yoga pants, but you have not gotten up fully ready to engage and take on the day. The Closet Dive, Lawanice is guilty. DJ King is in her robe. Y'all just don't know. Good morning, Roslyn. Oh, fully dressed, Teresa? Oh my goodness. Susan's watching from bed. Sandra's in bed. Yeah, it's supposed to rain off and on here today as well. Hi, Clove 007. She's in her robe as well. Ah, so Suz, you had to go to work and get groceries. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, ladies, I let me just say, I did not realize how much effort it takes to be up and ready to be on camera on a Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So, to all of my tribe sisters that have gone before me on a Saturday morning, oh, I get it. I completely get it. And for those that will be coming behind me, just prepare yourself. I thought it was something to get ready for a Sunday evening, but I'm telling you, a Saturday morning, especially after you've had a few glasses of wine on Friday night and stayed up too late, it will test your stick to itness, is what my pastor used to call it. It will test your stick to itness. Ah, thank you, Roslyn. So I'm gonna start because I'm still in like the Valentine's Day mode because my Valentine's Day literally sucked. But having my absolutely amazing nephew Corey and the first girlfriend made the holiday fun. So first thing, and DJ King, you can probably relate to this. But pre-baking like cookies as a gift with a teenage boy in the house and teenage friends in and out, not a good idea. So where Corey landed is he purchased his girlfriend a single rose. It was very, very pretty, and it was a cross between like a dark pink, a red, and a white. So he did a really nice job picking out the one perfect long stem rose and a cute little square vase to put it in with some ribbon around it. And my sister showed him how to string the ribbon. So she loved it. He also got her a small box of chocolate. So we heard many of you that said maybe too much, too little, maybe combine some of the things. So he did get her a, not the big box heart box of chocolate, but the, well, I would call it kind of a medium size, which she loved. And he also got her a card and some body spray. So not perfume, but a small bottle of body spray. And he convinced my sister to allow him to have his first official date night at home. So her mom dropped her off yesterday evening a little bit after school. And my sister had kind of decked out the dining room just for the two of them. And they had shrimp Alfredo. He made some garlic bread because he's learned how to do that from scratch. And then he used to hate, well, when he was really little, like New Year's Eve, if we were going to stay in, I would get like the Welch's bottles of like the Concord or the sparkling grape juice, so that he could, be a part of the festivities for New Year's Eve. And he loved that because it would be the one time a year that we would let him drink out of a wine glass as opposed to making him, leave them alone. So the funny thing is, this past this year, I asked him, "Hey, do you want me to bring you a bottle, ship you a bottle?" And he was like, "Nah, I'm good, TT. I'm 15 now. I don't need that." Well, guess what he had his mama to pick up at the grocery store? A bottle of the Welch's grape juice that looks like the champagne bottles with the sparkling grape. And they made cookies together and decorated them, since the original plan went a little off the rails, and had a ball. She is an adorable young lady. He, of course, towers over her, because even though he's only 15, Corey is like 6'1". So he still has a ton of growing to do. His dad has a brother that is 7 feet tall. 7. He's 15 and he's already 6'1", and he has a ton of growing left to do. So y'all pray, because clothes and shoes, they just keep getting longer and bigger. And then she brought candy for him, chips, 2 balloons, and then she hand decorated the gift bag that his items were in, that said Happy Valentine's Day, and then she listed his name out, and she had cut out these little letters, and just so it was nice too, even though my Valentine's Day sucked on the actual day, to know that he had a really, really good time yesterday made the rest of the week okay. So thank you for casting your votes. They both had a really good time, and I am certain that she will always remember her first Valentine's Day, and her first boyfriend. I remember mine. So I'm glad that he implanted himself in her memory in a very positive way. So I'm not tearing up, but that's my baby. All right, y'all. So tribe time. I've got some errands I've got to run. I've got brunch plans today. So we are going to jump right in. So the first thing is, I think one of my tribe sisters got sick of hearing me talk about how the executive tassel tote would not fit my laptop for work. Because during the Christmas holiday, I got a gift delivery, and the note and the message basically said that now you can convert any bag into a laptop bag. So I don't know why this idea escaped me. And I guess it's just because I was frustrated with Dooney and my laptop not being able to fit. But the first thing is this laptop cover. And it has been amazing because, can y'all still see me? All right. I've got text messages like coming in and out, so I'm not sure whether the screen is freezing or anyway. So this has allowed me to use any bag that I've chosen for work, because Not only will my laptop fit in here, but my iPad Pro fits in here. And it has really made travel easy with my laptop and my other tech devices. So you already know it's in my favorite color. So she knows me very well, but I wanted to just say thank you because she's getting good use. So that's the first item. Now, the next item, you all know that this is the year of exploring other brands. It is also the year of accessories. And finally, it is the year of organization so that we can all see and explore and enjoy our own collections. Well, one brand that really caught my attention, thanks to none other than Noble Strength and Mrs. Q, is the brand of Henri Bendel. And this is Henri Bendel's Suite 712, which is their iconic New York address. And it is the travel collection gift set. It includes the perfume, the rollerball, the hand lotion, and a candle. And I am opening this because I have been traveling with the rollerball, but now I'm at the point where I want the big bottle in my bathroom for when I am home so that I can enjoy it. This absolutely smells amazing. So much, in fact, that when I went into the Atlanta store before it closed, they had a tester bottle sitting out, which was the big version of this. And I did finally, thanks to one of my other tribe sisters and us shopping around everywhere, was able to get the big bottle. But even with the large bottle half full, they still wanted full price for the tester bottle. No, ma'am, I will not. So instead, what I picked up was the last roller bottle that they had in the store because it was not a tester and hadn't been used and touched and all that stuff. So this is what I've been traveling with. I'd never smelled it before, but all it took was one whiff and I was hooked. And I was able to track down a few more roller balls as they popped up on the site before it shut down. My tribe sister was shopping again and was able to find the big bottle of the Suite 712 or Suite 712. So I am well stocked. But this was only the tip of the iceberg when it came to HB. If you recall, there was a live stream back in January where I was supposed to be sharing with you Dooney and Burke. But I actually ended up sharing with you my Henri Bendel crossbody phone case, which I love. Mommy Face, that is Henri Bendel Suite 712. The resellers are nuts, which is why I'm glad that I was able to pick up the items that I picked up. I picked up and was able to get probably a few more just from stalking the site at weird times of the day and night, and was really glad to be able to get that set. But getting back, so I shared with you my HB phone case, the crossbody. And then I came back additionally and did a comparison between the Ambler in red from Dooney and the HB phone crossbody, which fit my Galaxy Note 8 with an OtterBox. I think it has an OtterBox case on it. So during that time, again, not shopping other brands, not following a ton of brands to the point that I was like, I'm gonna, I need to pick up something. So that's why I'm shouting out again, Noble Strength and Mrs. Q, because they introduced me to this color called Petrol. And I don't know. Hi, Mrs. Q. No worries. No worries. They introduced me to this color called Petrol. And it was Mrs. Q that mentioned it in a live stream. And I immediately went to Google Images and searched for Henri Bendel and just the color Petrol. And I immediately fell in love. Thank you, Carmen. The color is like an oil slick. And here it is. But it's really kind of considered black, right? Because oil is black, but an oil slick picks up the colors of the rainbow. And I immediately thought, there has to be another brand that picks up this idea of Petrol if Henri Bendel is in fact going away forever. Because this right here, this is the way you do black. This right here is the way that you do black. Now, what I will say is that I had a total of 3 pieces that were the one that I ordered, 2 that I picked up, the one that I ordered didn't ship. So inventory was scarce, to say the least. I'm trying to get okay. So what I like about this, other than the fact that the color is so different and that it is absolutely amazing, is that this little strap here allows you to carry it as a clutch in your hand. You can also use it under your arm. It can also be used as a wallet because of the amazing organization in the inside. So you've got cards here on the top flap. It also has a slip. I know it's a little dark, and I apologize for that. That, for me, would be the only drawback about this particular piece, is that the lining does not have, the brighter colors in it. It also has a place for you to attach an actual strap, and it's a chain strap, which allows you to use this as a shoulder bag or as a little crossbody. So I'm not going to take it off, but just so that you can see. And it's a nice little, it's a little weighty chain. Not too heavy that it would be uncomfortable, but definitely heavy enough that it would last. Little lobster claw that connects again on the little D-ring here on the flap. And then additional amazing storage and organization in the inside. So slip, additional card slots, a little space here where you could like drop your phone or maybe your checkbook, or maybe even it's wide enough that you could probably get a lip gloss in there. Then you have a coin zipper pocket, which is also great for if you needed to drop like a car key or house key or lip gloss. More space that you could put, again, your phone. And then on the front wall, there is also a flap for slip. And under the flap is another slip. Oh, I love it. and it is gorgeously branded with the Henri Bendel New York on the back. And let's just talk about this oil slick. Y'all, this is the way you do black. This adds so much more pizzazz, and oh, I love it. I was completely debating on whether or not to add this piece to my collection. It was available in store in Atlanta, which I could hardly believe. But believe it or not, I left it there. And I left it there because I was not bought into the fact that the lining was dark. I didn't care for that. And I really wanted a wallet in this About Town wallet in Out and About wallet in Petrol that had the place for me to put like my lipstick. So this one didn't open up the same way, and it had the dark lining. So I kind of declined on it. And thank goodness, in talking to my tribe sisters, Valerie is the one that pushed me over the edge and said, DA, you need that. Just go ahead and get it. You're going to regret it if you don't. And she is so right. I am glad I did, because the versatility of the strap, no strap, clutch or carrying it by the hand, branding on the back, the fact that it is not just plain black, that it's the oil slick and Petrol, place to store on the outside, place to store under the flap, plenty of card slots, place my phone, coins. It is just absolutely amazing. So if there is anything that I can say, is two things about 19 so far this year. Is one, I count this as black, so I've stepped outside of my comfort zone. And no, M's, I have not. I need to check it out. And then the next thing is, you all know how I feel about pink. Well, Corey, my nephew, who I love and would spare his feelings at almost all cost, as long as it's not going to put him in danger. This was the first Christmas that he bought Christmas gifts on his own, with his own money, and he picked out a beautiful, and my tribe knows this, a beautiful sweater for me. Absolutely gorgeous. It had the cold shoulders with like a little crochet over it or whatever. Really, really pretty. But he got my favorite color mixed up with my mom's. My mom she loves red too, but he bought it in pink. And I'm not talking about like blush. I'm talking about like little girl powder puff pink. And he looked at me and he said, do you love it? It's your favorite color, right? And I said, yes, it is, because you bought it. So needless to say, I have worn it one time. And he asked me to take a picture and to text it to him when I wore it. And even though it was like polar vortex cold while I was in Detroit, I actually wore it and it kept me warm. And I took a picture of myself in the facility and sent it to his phone. And he got an absolute kick out of the fact that he had picked it out all by himself and he wanted to make sure that the size was good and did people compliment me on it, and I'm so glad that they did, so I didn't have to spare his feelings in that regard. But I have stepped out of my comfort zone this year at least twice with black and pink. So for those of you that are stalling on stepping outside of your comfort zone and doing things that will challenge you or that you think you don't like, won't like, don't want to do, absolutely, Sabrina. 19 is the year that you step out of your comfort zone. And the funny thing is, I searched high and low in my closet for something that was not black to wear with that pink sweater, and I was able to do so. But again, there are not too many things that I will not do or try to make that little guy happy. And at 6'1", I'm the little one in that equation. All right, I'm going to get ready to wrap this up. But before I do, I want to share with you what I call the superstar of my Henri Bendel collection. One of the superstars. Unusual to be able to get some of the limited colors, limited bags, being able to get the sweet 712. And I just continued to push my limit when it came to growing my collection before the brand disappeared. And what surprised me is that in all of the conversation that we've had around the Dooney Executive Tassel Tote and my tribe sister sending me the padded laptop zipper case so that I can convert any bag into a laptop bag, I was able to walk into the Atlanta HB store before it closed, and they had 2 pieces in Petrol. This one that I showed you that I left behind and ended up ordering offline, and the other was an Henri Bendel laptop bag in the color Petrol. Y'all see that? Do you see that? I am in love. Do you? Oh my goodness. All right. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start other than saying, do you see this oil slick? Do you see? Oh, hi, pretty. Kim has me talking to my bags now. All right, y'all. Let me just take it in because I left her in the bag so that I could experience her a second time for the first time with all of you. So the first is the HB hang tag, which is absolutely gorgeous. And it is attached, but you can detach it because it just it's looped through. On the front, it has a pocket. And honestly, this pocket reminds me of the pocket on the front and the back of the Lexington. But this one is so much better because it fits my phone. And I've not tried like the iPad mini, but I think the iPad mini will also fit there. No feet under the bottom, which is fine because it's a laptop bag and it has a shoulder strap that goes with it, I think. So, does it have a shoulder strap? Seems like I remember a shoulder strap. Maybe not. But anyway, on the back, which is one of my favorite features, is it has the little loop so that when I'm like running through the airport, I don't have to worry about cross-bodying or anything. My laptop bag, it will slide right on top of my luggage. The hardware on here is amazing because HB mixes gold and silver, which I think is really unique, especially if you're a person that has a lot of gold or a lot of silver and you're wishing for the other color. This brand takes advantage of the fact that you can mix your metals, right? They're all neutrals, and I know some people struggle with mixing metals, but you can do it, and they do that extremely well with their hardware, including even on the lock, which is on the zipper. It is a rose gold here. But when you look at the Henri Bendel here, this little plate on here is actually silver. It does have a functioning lock, although I admit I will probably not use that just because I'm in and out of my bag all the time. And then look at this gorgeous chunky hardware on the zipper pull. Everything branded, HB branded, and even the rivets are HB branded. Smooth zipper, double top handle. It even has a little strap gatherer here. I don't know the official name of it, but that's what I call it, a strap gatherer, because it gathers your straps, and when you snap them, it keeps them together. And even the hardware on the strap gatherer is a snap, but it's branded with HB. This gorgeous thick hardware, to me, it's just as thick as Dooney & Bourke. Not necessarily as heavy, because this bag is not extremely heavy, which I like, because by the time you add a laptop and a planner and pens and cords and chargers and mouth pads and, you know, portal, it can get really heavy. Glad that the hardware, now this lock is very heavy, the zipper is very heavy, but it doesn't feel like this. Well, I take that back, it's got some weight to it as well. Let me show you how the straps are sealed, because Dooney, I've seen this on in the Alto collection, but not much else. As you can see, so rolled strap, but they pull a little piece up to actually make a seam and to seal the handle so that it's completely closed. And there are a few bags. If you all remember my, it was a WTF on the Florentine. It's probably been back about 2 years. I bought a bag off of the resale market from a very popular reseller in one of the Facebook groups, and the leather was dry rotted. And I could, once I got it and carried it, I actually realized it once the strap broke. But I think this helps to keep minimize the wear because it's actually sealed. All right, let's dig into the inside. All right, gorgeous detailing. Love the corners. I just keep finding more details on the outside of this bag that I love. I don't know, see the stitch work on here, because it's gorgeous. It just blends right in with the oil slick. So, all right, let's take a look in the inside. It smells good. I did that just for you, Sonja. I sniffed it. All right, in the inside, there is the Petrol shoulder strap. It has the little claw hook here so that you can attach it. It attaches on the actual hardware, which is part of the reason why I say that I don't think that I'll use it, because I don't particularly care for bags that don't have hardware for the strap to attach. That having it attached on the sides to me gives it that wonky. No, Kimberly, it does not smell like Florentine, but it does smell like leather. It gives it that wing effect where it doesn't quite lay flat on your body. And I don't like the idea of it rubbing against the hardware that was not intended, in my opinion, for a strap to be on it. So I don't know that I would actually use the shoulder strap often or at all. All right, let's take a look at the inside. So the inside has the HB story in the card. It has a little snap that goes over the padded pocket because this is where a laptop goes. And guess what? My laptop actually fits with room to spare. It has the HB chocolate lining, and you can see there's HB all over. You can see a little bit of the Centennial stripes as well to line the pockets, as well as the brand plate on the back. It has two very large padded, I'm going to say that again, padded slip pockets here on the back, so I can easily drop like my portable mouse, my laptop charger. I can put my pens or my phone all in these little padded pockets. It also has a pretty wide, and I mean, it's not a wide bag, but it's wide enough and nice enough. What am I saying? It's wider than some laptop bags, but not so wide that it's bulky, but wide enough that if you needed to carry like another tablet or maybe a personal laptop and a work laptop, if you were that kind of person, there's space here in the middle, or that could be the place to keep your planner or your files. You could even throw your pens in one of the padded pockets. But I like the fact that it's the pockets on the back are padded and the laptop pocket is padded, and it's got that little Velcro there to secure your laptop. But I like that. Oh my goodness, I love this. I like it. I love the fact that, again, the double pockets and the laptop. So if you needed to put something else fragile in the middle, it's got padding on both sides. Not to mention, there's no padding on the bottom. But I would count both of the walls as padded because of the padded pockets and then the laptop pocket. So I did it. I secured 2 Petrol pieces from Henri Bendel's collection, and these are actual pieces from the most current holiday season. I think Petrol is released in Noble Strength, and Mrs. Q, you ladies can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Petrol is only released during the holiday season, which is why it's so coveted. It's the only time of the year that you can get it. I did have the Belmont tote. Got the confirmation that my order shipped. And then realized that not only did my Belmont tote not ship from that order, but there were a couple of other pieces that I ordered that just have the inventory to be able to fulfill the order. So I am disappointed that I did not get that, because I was going to move into her. That was going to be my black bag. But now this will be my black bag and my black wallet and my black crossbody and my black clutch. And this one will be my power meeting briefcase laptop bag, and I have one of those coming up at the end of the month. So I definitely needed to go ahead and show her so that I can move into her. Carmen says, cancel order, let's not talk about it. It's too early for a sip and cuss. We're gonna work on another sip and cuss because there have just been a couple of things that have gotten on my nerves. But I need to collect a few more so that they're organized and so that they make sense and so that it's enough to actually feel a sip and cuss with content. So ladies, I am so happy with the HB pieces that I've been able to add. I'm thinking I may use this one today for brunch, maybe. I only need like cash card, keys, phone, and it will fit all of that. So that's all. That is all that I have. I'm going to take a quick look at the chat and see what I have missed out on. Okay. Oh, Kim, I'm glad because I wasn't sure if it was really picking up the color. So I'm glad. I think that the smaller piece probably picks up a bit more color just because it has maybe a little bit more of the pink from an oil slick standpoint, where this one seems to be just a little bit more tempered. It seems to be picking up a little bit more maybe of the gold, green, and blue. Are y'all seeing the difference in that? Where this one has a little bit more pink, maybe pink and green, and this one is more gold, blue, and green. Am I imagining that? All right. Carmen says she thinks she left her bag at my house the other day. You can have joint custody. Just know that Kim and Sonja have already put their names on the list. So I think that there were a couple other tribe members that were actually able to pick up the little crossbody. So I wouldn't say that we bought them completely out, but we did test the limits of their inventory. So I will have to check out. M says that Coach has a collection that's similar. I don't know if it's black, but I'm gonna have to check that out. I see you, Rosalind. Did you get your napkin? Oh, good morning, Ivana. Glad you were able to join. Hey, if I'm gonna text you later. Lawanese, yes. So even though I did not carry, I have not actually carried my laptop in here. What I did at the store is they actually had a laptop behind the counter that they were previously using for like employee training or something. And I asked them if they would if I could slip it in here just to confirm that it fit. And they did. And if I felt like that laptop was just a little bit smaller than my personal one. So as soon as I got home, I slid my MacBook Pro and it fit with no problems. I fit my iPad Pro, no problems. And I was able to put my ThinkPad from work in here. So all three of them would fit. I wouldn't carry them all at the same time, but I did confirm that it will in fact hold my laptop. And I wanted to do so because at the time that I purchased this, it was not on final sale. And if I wanted to return it, I still had the opportunity to do so. So after I realized that it fit, no need to head back, for a return. Kim is asking for custody for the last 4 months of the year. I got you. Yeah, I have I feel very, very fortunate that I was able to get the pieces that I got, and I was able to, I'm gonna just share this. So there was a Saturday morning when I was up early. It was one of those I had wine and water a little bit too late the Friday night before. So I got up early Saturday morning because I had to go to the bathroom. And I got up and I said, you know what? I'm just going to check it. I'm just going to see if they have refreshed the inventory on the HB site. And I signed in and my eyes got this big. And I started texting and calling people and was like, get up, get up, get up. You can curse me out later. Get up, shop. You can go back to sleep. And many, I think everyone was able to actually buy something that morning because we were up at the wee hours of the morning. And we did this right after we kind of started talking in the live streams about Henri Bendel. But before, I think many of you really started stalking the site because inventory was available. And then after that, it was like a mad race, and we were not happy campers in the chat because the resellers and so many other people were starting to shop the site that it was difficult to get things added to your cart and actually check out. So I think everyone that Saturday morning got up, maybe a little upset with me, but happy that they were able to make their purchases. And I was able to add a few pieces to my collection, was able to duplicate 1 or 2 pieces. And my tribe sisters have, taken those pieces off of my hand. Although I still have one that I need to find a home for. But other than that, that is it. I've got the Henri Bendel Sweet 712, which I am about to spray so I can get ready to head out to do my errands and to brunch. I have my wonderful padded laptop pocket so that I can use in my medium rustle. I can use it in my logo lock. I can use it in my Newport tote. Any bag that will fit my laptop now can be a laptop bag because I have a padded pocket to put it in. And then last but definitely not least are the addition of my 2 Petrol Henri Bendel pieces, which I'm so happy to have in my collection. So that's all I have. Next, so tomorrow, today's Saturday. Got to get it together. So tomorrow, don't miss the live stream. That's all I'm going to say. Be here. Make sure the bell is on because I may stream a little early tomorrow. But don't miss tomorrow's live stream. And I'm hoping I don't have to eat crow and tunnel out in the snow. But don't miss tomorrow's live stream. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Central. Next Saturday morning, we have completed 1 cycle of the rotation. We do have a couple of other tribe members that are going to fall into the rotation here in a couple of weeks. But next Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Central, none other than Miss Kimberly Mines will be hosting Tribe Time again. So if you have not subscribed to Kimberly's channel, make sure that you go over, hit the subscribe, turn on the bell so that you do not miss Tribe Time next Saturday. We will be back next Friday night on Mrs. Q's channel for Real Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 Central Standard Time. Mrs. Q will let us know where the sales and promotions are so that we can kick off our retail therapy with some discounts over the weekend. And then next Sunday, again, back on my channel for for Sunday evenings. Please make sure that you are supporting the other amazing women and content creators in this community. I've already told you about Miss Kimberly Mines, Sonja Covington, Says What, Mrs. Q, Carmen Hawkins, M's Squared, My Pursuit of Happiness, Military Mom. Make sure that you are checking everyone out. Also, make sure that you are checking out some other amazing content creators here in the tribe. Noble Strength, the handbag hauler. Please, she's relatively new to the content creator world. So if you've not been over to check out her content, please make sure that you do so. Again, that's the handbag hauler. Make sure you continue to support Honey is Natural, Melissa's Purses. I'm Happy Too. For Ducks, Purse Demented. Who else? Who else am I forgetting? Did I get M's? I got M's. D. Blair. Patty Perez. Who else? I'm forgetting a ton of people today, and I know that I am, but again, my head, not my heart. If you are curious about what has been, what's at the outlets right now, go over and check out Carmen Hawkins. Carmen uploaded video was it Sunday, Carmen? But just to show what's new at the outlets. If you are looking for the color Coral, Coral is now at the outlets, but not in Florentine. Ecru is starting to slowly make its appearance into Florentine at the outlets. And then there is another color. It's not the Glacier Blue. Oh, I didn't write it down. But it's another blue, and it has a bit more color than the Glacier Blue. So make sure that you are checking her video out. That video was filmed in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. So just go to the directory on Dooney.com and check out the phone number if you are interested in calling. The closet dive, let me just say this. The closet dive will have you messed up. I did not have Denison on my radar screen until she produced another blockbuster feature on her channel with Denison in steel blue. And all of a sudden, I had that bag in my cart. Her channel is a dangerous place. You think it's dangerous here in some of the other channels? But when you go over to the closet dive, don't go unless you got money. Don't go unless you got a credit card that has available balance. Because exactly, Carmen, she sells. She doesn't have to say a word in her videos. You hear me? She doesn't have to say a word. She doesn't have to say a word. Better than any presentation of any product you will ever see on QVC, because they have to tell you about the bag and, you know, tell you the features. She didn't have to say a word. It just speaks for itself. And that right there is talent. You need a pen, a paper, your debit card, your credit card, and your firstborn when you're watching any content on her channel, because you're going straight to a retailer site as soon as you are finished watching it, and you're putting stuff in your cart. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Closet Dive. I'm sorry. I'm just calling a spade this morning. And you, my dear, are Hollywood's Dunienberg spade of spades because your channel is dangerous over there. It's dangerous. And I keep coming back. We just keep coming back over and over again. So I don't know whether that makes us crazy or you dangerous or vice versa. But we know what we're walking into when we do. And we go through the doors willingly. And we all hang out all the way through the end credits because we dare not miss a single second. Exactly, Rosalind. I'm like, I want some of those little honey. Well, now the little holly with the ice dripping off of it. I need some of that. I want a place on my deck to clear off the snow. I need snow so I can put my stuff outside. I'm telling you, y'all, it is dangerous. It is dangerous on her channel. But we love you, the Closet Dive, and we would not trade you for anything. And we cannot wait to see what you put your hands on next. I'm going to send you this box. It's just an empty Dooney box that had my snow globe in it. I'm going to just start sending you random stuff to see if you can make me just like be like, I want a box. I want an empty Dooney box. It doesn't have to have the snow globe in it, but because the Closet Dive touched it and styled it, I'm on the hunt for empty Dooney boxes. I'm just saying. I just wonder what you could do with like styling, a registration card. Would you have me looking on Google for registration cards to buy? Because I'm telling you, any and everything you put your hands on sells. That's all I'm saying. Dooney is missing the mark by not bringing you on to their team, because I promise you the work that you do, nothing against, well, no, sorry, not sorry. Everything that you touch is far, far better than any of the lookbooks that I have seen as of late from Dooney. I'm just putting it out there. That's all I'm saying. And I know I'm not the only person that feels that way. But on that note, thank you, Suzwhat, for adding the other channels into the chat. I appreciate that. I need to do a better job about coming and putting a list in front of me, but